Hello guys, this is iOSProHacker. In today's video, I will show you how to unlock an iPhone if you forgot the passcode, or if your iPhone is stuck on the iPhone Unavailable, Security Lockout, or iPhone is disabled screen. This usually happens when the wrong passcode is entered too many times. After multiple wrong attempts, the iPhone becomes locked, and in many cases, you cannot open it normally unless you reset or restore the device. In this tutorial, I will show you two methods. The first method is using iTunes or Finder with the official restore process. The second method is using MagFone iPhone Unlocker, which is another simple way to remove the lock screen and reset the iPhone. This method works with many iPhone models, including older iPhones like iPhone 6, 7, 8, iPhone 10, and newer models like iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and other compatible iPhones. Before we start, one very important thing, this process will erase your iPhone. That means your photos, videos, apps, contacts, and other data on the device can be removed during the restore process. But don't worry, after the iPhone is unlocked and you reach the setup screen, you may be able to recover your data from iCloud backup, a computer backup, or by transferring data from another iPhone. Also, this tutorial is only for unlocking your own iPhone. If the iPhone asks for the previous Apple ID after restoring, you must enter the Apple ID that was already linked with that iPhone. Now, let's start with the first method. Unlock iPhone using iTunes or Finder. First, you need a computer. If you are using a Windows PC, download and install iTunes or the Apple Devices app from Apple or Microsoft Store. If you are using a Mac, you can use Finder. On older macOS versions, you may use iTunes. All important links are available in the video description. Now, before connecting the iPhone, I recommend downloading the iOS firmware manually. So, downloading the IPSW firmware manually can make the process easier. To download the firmware manually, open your browser and go to IPSW.me. Now select your iPhone model. Make sure you select the correct iPhone model because the firmware must match your device. After selecting the model, you will see available iOS versions. Choose the latest signed iOS version. Usually the signed version is shown in green. Now click on the download button. The firmware file can be large, sometimes around 8 GB, 10 GB, or even more, so the download may take some time depending on your internet speed. Once the firmware download is complete, we can continue with the restore process. Now we need to put the iPhone into recovery mode. The recovery mode button combination depends on your iPhone model. For iPhone 16, 17, and newer models, first, connect the USB cable to your computer. Now quickly press and release the volume up button. Then quickly press and release the volume down button. Now press and hold the side button. Keep holding the side button even if you see the Apple logo. Do not release the button until you see the recovery mode screen with the computer and cable icon. Once your iPhone is in recovery mode, open iTunes, Apple Devices, or Finder on your computer. You should now see a message saying there is a problem with the iPhone and it needs to be updated or restored. Here, you will see two options, update and restore. Do not click update. For unlocking the passcode or fixing the iPhone unavailable screen, click restore. Now, because we already downloaded the IPSW firmware manually, we will select that file. If you are using Windows, hold the Shift key on your keyboard and click Restore iPhone. If you are using Mac, hold the Option key, also called the Alt key, and click Restore iPhone in Finder or iTunes. Now select the IPSW firmware file you downloaded earlier. After selecting the file, confirm the restore process. iTunes or Finder will now verify the firmware and start restoring your iPhone. During this process, your iPhone may show the Apple logo, a loading bar, and it may restart several times. Do not disconnect the iPhone during this process. Just wait until the restore is complete. Once the process is finished, your iPhone will restart and you will see the hello screen. That means the iPhone has been restored successfully and the passcode lock, iPhone unavailable screen, or disabled screen has been removed. Now you can set up your iPhone again. So this was the first method using iTunes or Finder. Now let's move to the second method. In this method, we will use MagFone iPhone Unlocker. This method is useful if you want a simple software-based process instead of manually using iTunes. First, open your browser and go to the official MagFone website. You will find the download link in the video description. Download and install MagFone iPhone Unlocker on your computer. After installation, open the software. Now connect your iPhone to the computer using a USB cable. Just like the first method, you need to put your iPhone into recovery mode. If your iPhone is already on the unavailable or disabled screen, the software may still ask you to enter recovery mode so it can detect and unlock the device properly. For iPhone 8 and newer models, press and release volume up. Press and release volume down. Then press and hold the side button until the recovery mode screen appears. Once the iPhone is in recovery mode, MagFone iPhone Unlocker should detect your device. Now follow the on-screen instructions inside the software. The software will ask you to download the firmware package. You can click the download button and let the software download the firmware automatically. But if you already downloaded the IPSW firmware file manually from IPSW.me, you can use the import option inside the software. Click on import, select the firmware file from your computer and continue. After the firmware is added, the software will verify or extract the firmware package. Now click on the unlock or start button to begin the unlocking process. At this point, MagFone iPhone Unlocker will start removing the screen lock and restoring the iPhone. During the process, your iPhone may restart several times. You may see the Apple logo, loading bar, or recovery screen during the process. Do not disconnect the iPhone, do not close the software, and do not use the computer for anything heavy during the process. Just wait until the process is completed. Once the unlocking process is finished, your iPhone will restart. After a few moments, you should see the hello screen on your iPhone. That means the iPhone has been unlocked successfully. Now the iPhone is no longer stuck on the iPhone Unavailable security lockout or iPhone disabled screen. After unlocking, how to recover your data. Now let's talk about data recovery after unlocking. When your iPhone reaches the hello screen, start setting it up. Choose your language and region, connect to Wi-Fi, continue the setup process. After a few steps, you will see the transfer your apps and data screen. This screen is very important. Here, Apple gives you different options to bring your data back. If you already have an iCloud backup, choose from iCloud Backup. Then sign in with your Apple ID and select the latest backup. If you have a backup on your computer, you can choose the option to restore from Mac or PC. If you have another iPhone, you can also transfer data directly from that iPhone during setup. And if you don't have any backup, you can choose Don't Transfer Apps and Data and set up the iPhone as new. So even though unlocking the iPhone erases the device, you still have a chance to recover your data if you already have a backup available. So guys, this was the complete step-by-step tutorial on how to unlock an iPhone if you forgot the passcode, or if your iPhone is stuck on the iPhone Unavailable security lockout or iPhone disabled screen. In this video, I showed you two methods. The first method was using iTunes or Finder with the IPSW firmware file. The second method was using MagFone iPhone Unlocker. Both methods can help you reset the iPhone and remove the unavailable or disabled screen. All download links are available in the video description. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe to iOSProHacker, and press the bell icon for more iPhone tutorials, iOS fixes, and software reviews. Thanks for watching. This is iOSProHacker, and I'll see you in the next video.